As we saw in the last movie, I used the razor tool here to chop up the different pieces of footage here, but I didn't do that great of a job. As I separate these clips, you'll see that I blew it pretty bad. We'll start here and preview it.
Plenty of places to ride.
Uh-oh, I left a gap there, plenty of places to ride, and that's not that great. So what am I going to do? Because I already cut this up in the wrong way. Well, here's what I can do. I'm going to Command Z to undo that. And I want to move this edit point. I still want to cut this. I want to get rid of this blank footage or this extra stuff here at the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this tool, which is the rolling edit tool. And when you roll an edit, it means that you're going to take this cut point, also called an edit point, just the line between two clips, and I'm going to move it over. And in this way, I am going to fix that edit point. So now I can press V to get the selection tool. I'm going to select this extra bit of fluff, like a pause here. I'm just going to delete it. And now we can go back and play this.
Plenty of places to ride.
Oops, I still cut it off too prematurely. So I could undo that again, go back to the rolling edit tool, and move this over a little bit more. And then I can click this clip to select it, press delete, and now let's see if I got it.
Plenty of places to ride.
Okay, so that works. So that's what a rolling edit tool does. It allows you to click and drag and move the edit point between two clips. Now, the one disclaimer here is that there has to be enough extra footage in the clip that we're not seeing in order to be able to roll the edit point. For example, we can click and drag on this edit point and move it all the way left and right because there's that much extra footage that we're not seeing of these clips. But if I were to select one of these clips, and let's go ahead and click and drag it upwards so that we can extend it on a different track. And okay, let's go ahead and move this over and move the endpoint over so we're extending it here. Okay, so this is the true beginning of the clip, and we're going to put this here. Now, if we select the rolling edit tool, we can't take this to the left anymore. We can still go to the right because there's extra footage at the end of the Ride by '04 clip. So we can keep going until that clip no longer has content to extend. But as we go left, we cannot take this farther anymore earlier in the timeline because there's no more content to roll. We're already at the beginning of this clip. So you could almost think of this as kind of like a tug-of-war as we're going back and forth between these two clips. And when you reach the end of the clip, it's almost like you've run out of rope. You just can't go any further. Now, personally, I use the rolling edit tool for what the example we just showed here, where we cut a little bit too early, and then we can move that cut point. So oftentimes when I'm trying to edit a word out of what somebody has said, kind of like what we did here, then I will roll the edit point if I cut a little bit too soon or a little bit too late. Oftentimes as well, I'll use the rolling edit tool when I want to edit to music. So let's say, for example, like I have this cut point here between these two video clips. And let's say, for example, there's an audio cue that starts at this clip. I might roll that edit point to snap to there so that we have a cut that starts at the same time the music does. So when editing to music, I use the rolling edit tool a lot as well.